Well, greetings. I see I have at least four Kiwi farmers waiting. No mercy, boys. Sorry. And this isn't because I'm lonely. I suppose I ought to talk about what's been going on this my birthday week, huh? Till some fool opens their mouth and I see what they're here for. I'm going to sing a song tonight for somebody. Actually, for about 140 somebody's probably by today. 134 at last count. I was contacted by a young lady named Aisha from Kakuma, Kenya, a refugee camp. She's a lesbian in her early 20s who was threatened with murder by her own family, and she fled to Kenya. And they don't particularly want her there either. And I have no idea how she found me. And she never asked me, she didn't, I get contacted by people calling themselves refugees all the time, and they want me to send them money, especially in Palestine. And I don't have it, but I'm happy to do what I can to raise funds or get people to send, but this is a legitimate group, an LGBT organization called Kakuma, Kakuma United Rainbow Refugees. And I'm going to be starting a campaign soon for to raise awareness. For one, these people are fleeing genocide just because they're queer. Anyway, that's what that's about. I'm going to sing a song for her. She heard me speak for the first time this morning on my stream at Facebook, and told me I had a nice voice. And so I sing a song for her that kind of applies because they're desperate. They're fleeing from someplace that wants to kill them, and Kenya would kill them too if they could get away with it. They don't want them there, and all they want to do is be able to live and be themselves. So I'm going to sing that song for her eventually. Hi, hippie life. Happy day. Thanks for coming. But, there's a lot of awful going on, and these idiots think I'm doing this because I'm lonely. I just had the happiest birthday I've had in over 20 years. I haven't been with so many people. There were 5 people here with me in the studio. We're playing music. Had the keyboard, had one person on keyboard, and I played a little bit of flute, not much, because the guitar tuning was a little bit like for me, and me and that guy were just like not clicking right. He's a little bit like not. I don't want to go into it. I needed to like. Oh, not again, you motherfuckers! Thank you, Mike. There better not be anything going on outside. Congratulations, boys. You got me to call the cops on my birthday. Fuckheads. I had just some friends. I can't really name them in front of these people. I'm sorry. I just can't.
911. What is the location of the emergency?
It's probably nothing. I hope it's nothing. This is an address that gets prank calls made to it, and I'm streaming right now, and I was told to look outside. The last time somebody told me to look outside, the SWAT was out there, thinking that I was... Thank you.
You have reached the Tucson Police Department's Emergency Communication Call Center. Stay on the line for the next available emergency call.
The last time somebody told me to look outside, they had swatted me. They thought they were on the phone with me with a gun threatening to kill myself. I don't know yet. I'm not even going to look. There was a spotlight on the back wall when they swatted me.
call center.
And they're probably like up to the ass right now because it's Day of the Dead and the procession and all that. They're partying downtown.
Por favor,
Fuckhead.
permanezca en la línea para el próximo operador disponible. You have reached the Tucson Police Department's Emergency Communication Call Center. Stay on the line for the next available emergency. Usted ha llamado al Centro de Comunicaciones del Departamento de Policía de Tucson. Por favor, permanezca en la línea para el próximo operador disponible.
People try up to their fucking ass and shit.
Communication Call Center.
Fucking trolls. Wait, infantile imbeciles. Fucking Schadenfreude junkies. You're disgusting. Disgusting people. No, you're blocked, motherfucker. Asshole. You're fucking gone. Now I gotta get this thing out of emergency mode in case one idiot wants to. Anybody got the nerve to call me tonight and try and piss me off? Fucking assholes. Thank you, Pete. Oh, guess what? You're gone too. Bye. You're gone, assholes. You know, you're just fucking gone. No, the police will take my call. They can't do anything. They're incompetent. Because they won't. It's because they can't. Congratulations, fucking pigs. They can't. They can't trace you, assholes. They can't extradite you, assholes. Fuck you. And you're gonna get fucked real soon. Real fucking soon. That's all I gotta say. Your lives are worthless. They're trying, and they're not doing a real good job. Bye, Maddie. I'm not gonna tolerate any of this shit. Watch how fast, I'm not even gonna respond to any, they wish they could drive me nuts. Yeah, these people are trying to gaslight me, that's all. It ain't working, guys. I'm better than you. You're inferior to me. Seriously, you guys are really seriously inferior. You just make shit up. That's nonsense. Oh boy. Oh, this is them. Hi.
This number was recently placed to 911 but was disconnected before reaching an agent. If you still require emergency assistance, press 1. If you no longer require emergency assistance, press 9. To repeat message, press.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, there's no point in bothering them. Those fuckheads are just gaslighting me. Shitheads. I've been doing this longer than a lot of you have been alive. So nobody's driven me mad yet. And that's how quickly it gets out of my head. And I'll come and look back at here. I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll totally get there when I feel like getting there. I'm not going to sing when somebody's just pissed me off. I'm in control here. It's my birthday. Hi, MS. Thank you for coming. I'm waiting until I got a lot of people that follow me, and it takes them some time to come. And thank you. I wanted, I was totally prepared to like be, and I've lost. I was down to 180 something. I've hardly been able to eat. I wanted to wear. I wanted to wear. Oh God. Thank you, Google, for hiding that kind of shit. No, you can go and chew on razor blades or something, asshole. I wanted to wear trans colors. I was totally expecting nobody, and then they all just one single guy showed up. I don't want to talk about that though. And then two couples that I know, and they're all older than me. Well, I think the one couple's about my age, or I don't know. They're all my age or older. What's that supposed to mean? So is that some Reddit thing? I can't break out of there. I don't know. Oh, happy birthday. Thank you. Oh, it's just they were gaslighting me. The last time somebody told me to look outside, there was cops out there thinking that they had me on the phone with a gun inside getting ready to kill myself. It was real weird. I forget it. It's a video from mid-September. I think something about Thursday turkeys coming early. Yeah. You get to see the cops come into my, you'll see the cops come on camera at one point. Well, there was, I noticed a light on my wall, and then somebody said, "Look outside," and I look outside, and the whole street is full of SUVs and cops out there in fucking body armor and AR-15s and shit, and so I called 911 myself, find out, hey, what's up here? And she wouldn't tell me because she thought they were talking to someone suicidal. I have no idea. I'm like, she said, well, you go outside and talk to them. So I did. And fortunately, I was known to several of them in a positive light. And they were cool. Nobody shot me. They put me in cuffs for a while they made sure it was me and I was like, didn't have a gun. They come in here and look for a weapon and shit, or look for somebody hiding in there, or I don't know. It was like, I was up here in my top 10 craziest scenes in my life, for sure. Nowhere near the worst one. I'm not even close. That was like almost 10 minutes in tear gas. Oh, thank you, MS. I know, and they can't know. they're totally incompetent to do anything about it. They had this guy on the phone for a half hour and they can't make an arrest. And somebody even gave up the name of the dude because he was bragging somewhere. Yeah, I got tear gassed. They said a robot. The only reason I came out was they busted the robot, came through the wall. I was like, no, I better get out. I better go and surrender. I was ready to sit in there all afternoon until they sent somebody I trusted. I got shot out in Los Angeles for getting in the same middle of the same shit. And here I was in Austin. Oh, I'm not in the mood for that tonight. I'm sorry. Maybe for New Year's, because that's when it happened. Oh boy. What do I? Remind me on New Year's to tell that story, because it happened New Year's Eve, or it actually happened New Year's morning. Oh, it involved a COCOR, and oh god, it was nuts. It was totally crazy. It happened in Austin on New Year's Day, 2010. Oh, that had to be the most mad scene I was in the middle. When I got shot, that was just, I got shot and then I got taken to the hospital. That was like no big deal. I had a few weird scenes with the cops out in California, but nothing like that. No, they hardly even treated me rough there. I got beat up a couple of times by the cops, but usually they just, they were real like polite about it because it was all political and they couldn't really push it too hard. They were busting me for bullshit to get me out of the way. They didn't want me they didn't want me like talking politics to the tourists. This is what it was. Mainly, I should never mind. I wanted to sing that song, and I might be in a good enough mood here. Got nice enough people. Might be time to sing the song. And this is for Aisha and the Kakuma United Rainbow Refugees. I'll be representing them and trying to line up some aid and some refuge for them that's really refuge. Because where they're at, Kenya and Uganda both have like death penalties in their laws for queers in somewhere, like anal sex especially is punishable by death in a lot of these countries. Used to be here. Well, not by death. I don't know. It hasn't been legal in America, and they're trying to reinstate sodomy laws too here. And so, like, I guess for this year, you want to know what I want for my birthday next year. It's going to be my 66th birthday. We have a big problem that we can solve on my birthday if we flush the turd November 3rd. Cheers. Yeah, cops are real impressed. I forgot, it was 8 or 9 minutes and some seconds, and they were like, a couple of them like really like had made a point of letting me know that they were impressed because they couldn't make it for 90 seconds. But they weren't allowed to put a wet towel over their head and sit in the shower either. That was the only reason I improvised a gas mask is what I did. But then they sent a robot through the wall and it was time to go. Fuckers, boy, they're making me crawl to them. I'm gagging. And I got my arm, I'm out like this, trying to hold my flute in one hand and trying to hold my mezuzah in the other. I'm trying to crawl to them. And the fuckers didn't like how fast I was crawling to them and shot me with a beanbag and busted my arm. Then when they finally got me and, had me, and it's like, well, we don't know what to do. We have nothing we can charge you with. So they tried to send me to yeah, it's my birthday today. I'm 65. I can't believe it. I'm just like stunned, and I actually lived 65 and in one piece. And I don't have like you know, everything's working real good. They think I got COPD, and that's not true. I got allergies. I got chronic upper respiratory issues that I do things for, and I cough a lot to move the mucus. My lungs are strong, or I wouldn't be able to play the music I play. No, it happened in Austin. Tucson's been pretty cool. I haven't been, you know, I've been, I've had 4 involuntary holds, but 2 of them they couldn't hold me at all. The 4th one was so bad that the doctor refused to sign it. And I've never had, you know, you know, what happened is I'm getting attacked by these people online. You know, the kiwi farmers are getting fed by the another message board, and those guys are Defense Department IT contractors. You know, that's internet security bullshit. They're fucking with me. You know, they're trying to interdict my presence. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that. They're trying to just, you know, I'm dangerous to them. You know, I know things about the way things work and about the way things should work. And I'm dangerous to them. You know, I'm a legitimate climate scientist. Excuse me. I've been screaming about what we're looking at for 40 years. I wrote about this in 1977. Thank you, Bob. God bless you, man. I wrote about this in 1977. What we're seeing today. Thank you, autist. Fuck. You see what's going on in California? A lot of that state's uninhabitable and never will be again, or at least not for a long, long time. And like, you know, we're seeing, you know, this is like climate collapse preview we're seeing in California. No, what happened was I don't have many friends that have the time or the ability to get together with me, and one couple just didn't feel right about having a party in the park. And I moved it here. That's what I did. You know, I don't know, I forget who does Facebook and who doesn't, but there's a video. We streamed the whole thing. I had 5 guests. I had 2 couples and a single guy. The single guy played the piano. One of the men played the piano. The single guy played the piano too, and the guitar. And it was nice. This is the first year in many years anybody's like thought to give me a birthday present. I got these this is cool. These are going to be fun. I've never messed with any kind of divination at all. And I probably won't mess with these very much, if at all. But they're cool cards for sure. And then the Edelmans brought me a bag of tobacco and a pack of papers. It's the last thing I really wanted, but I'm not going to ever be able to quit anytime soon. I just really need to keep my consumption of it down. I've been to the doctor over this, and my lungs are clear, and there's nothing showing in my throat either. It's all what you hear when you hear me coughing. It's all about my nose is stuffed up and it's running down my throat, and I got to cough that back up. That's all that shit is. Sometimes it's real bad because it's real bad dust or pollen, but that's all that shit is. I do not have COPD. I'm 65 years old. Look at my skin color. People with COPD aren't this color. People with COPD are all like ghastly. You know, excuse me. Just because I cough every now and then doesn't mean I have COPD, you fucking idiots. Turn on the light. I don't have much more light. I got one more. What about Tobiah? Tobias, I don't know if he's on the road yet right now or not. He was headed for Montana with his fiance. I don't really have much more light. That's it. Oh, I do have more light. You want more light? I got more light. I forgot. I have this one hooked up too. No, I don't. If I hadn't had this place this clean, I didn't actually get all the way down to the kitchen. But and my desk is my desk. Excuse me. That's my desk. That's where my brain falls out of my body is onto my desk. Um, I got everything from bathroom. I cleaned the bathroom and all my clothes. I put all my clothing and shit away. It's all in the closet, hung up in drawers and everything. And then my bed's made. And all the floors are swept. I haven't cleaned parts of some of the floors, like in the bathroom and shit. I can't believe I'm being a responsible female. Yeah, that's been the biggest struggle in living, finding being myself. I don't care what these people think. It's not. I don't give a fuck. They don't think real. It's nothing. None of what these people say about me is real. None of it. Wait till you see. I normally don't. I normally don't even mention their fucking names at Facebook at all. I never. But I got some screen caps of some shit they said about Kim Petras that I think needs to go out in public. And I'm pissed. It's like, excuse me. Here I am. I'm an intersex person, a trans feminine intersex person. Yes, I have men parts, but my body, my secondaries have always been. Wait till you see this shit. I don't want to talk about it here. I mean, it's that disgusting. Totally fucking disgusting. I don't even want to go into it. I don't want to go there. Watch for my thing at Facebook. I'm gonna put it up at Facebook because this is just one. This was over the top. This one, Oh, bye, bye, bye. I don't chase kids. I follow transgender people of all ages. I watch these kids come out to their parents at 18 months sometimes. Two of my best friends at Facebook, the people I work very closely with, sharing a lot of media. They share mine and I share theirs. One of them is like her child was the first transgender student in Indianapolis to be out during Mike Pence's administration. And another one, her kid was on the cover of National Geographic and just made some kind of list of either Teen Vogue or something like that, their list of most influential women. She's only like 11 years old or something. I've been following this people like this for like 20 years. A lot of them. That's what I do. I'm a historian. I'm a writer. I write nonfiction. That's what I do. I'm a journalist. I keep up with current events and write about them in the current event time, in real time when I can. And I've been covering Kim Petras's journey since her story broke. I just on the internet. I'm Facebook and here and just on the internet here. I'll give you my Facebook page. And I'm just part of it. I'd be glad to work with anybody. Fuck Medium. Fuck them. I wouldn't give them a penny. Fuck them. So I'm looking. I'd like to do. Okay, that looks like trouble. I'm looking to like build at Discord. I'd like people to come over to Discord and just like set themselves up with their. Here's the server I just made for me. This is my public server, and I want to bring people to Discord. Well, we already have a lot of that going. There's groups with thousands and thousands of people at Facebook. Connect to me at Facebook if you use Facebook, or Discord if you don't, is where my head's at. Here, I'd rather not be streaming here, but I'm not finding any place better. Here's my Facebook page. I'm part of a global network of human rights activists. I'm not only transgender rights, but indigenous people's rights. I'm connected to people all over the world. And you know, intersex. I'm trans feminine intersex person, and I'm a journalist. And they're trying to paint me as some kind of child molesting stalker. But that's not what I wanted to give you. This is what we wanted to give you. My Facebook link. I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna indulge him. You know, this is what I tell everybody. And you know, I'm part of the. You know, we're the people that are going and actually standing in front of legislatures and school boards and shit. You know, I'm not just a, you know, SJW on the social networks. I'm speaking in front. You know, I spoke in front of the Tucson School Board. I'm speaking at rallies. I'm participating at rallies. You know, these people are just a bunch of perverts stalking me. And they did find a rare video of mine. This is good. This is rich. This was really good. I was roaming around. I didn't have a saxophone at the time. This was 2012, and I just met. I'm not able to come up with this guy's name. In 2012, that would have been my sister's. That'd been my niece's my niece's wedding. It's in 2012. My parents' 80th birthday. I was up there, and that was like 11 years ago already. And I was up there in 2012. Okay, and it was like in the spring of 2012, I guess, or I don't remember exactly when the wedding was. But I met this guy on the airplane. Actually, I met him in Dallas DFW, waiting for. We were both on layovers from two different planes. He was coming from one place, and I was coming from Appleton, Wisconsin. And we met in the DFW airport. And if I recall, we had just gotten together later to go, you know, fool around at the South by Southwest festival in 2012, and they just dug this up. We played Simple Gifts.
A performance for YouTube, baby. A little YouTube performance. A little YouTube performance.
YouTube performance. Hello, YouTube. You've got Tommy Tudor live right here now.
Let me throw
Tommy Tudor. Tommy Tudor can be found on Facebook as Tommy Tudor. You can find me as Tommy at yahoo.com. So I'd like to get a copy of this.
All right, I'll send you one.
Yeah, please.
All right, now hit us with a tune.
Simple Guess, I guess. He never did send me the copy.
Close it up. Close it up.
I think I still even have. I think I just finally threw that shirt out.
Fellas, y'all will be on YouTube under the name
Tommy Tudor.
Tommy Tudor. Look up Tommy Tudor tomorrow. You're gonna be on, dude.
All right.
All right. That's it. Tommy Tudor. Where's Eddie at?
That was my birthday present from the idiots. They like me better with a beard. They're so, you know, they're trying to say I got a tranny fetish. And it's like, no, I'm a trans feminine intersex person. I'm just, you know, part of the community. This is me, and this is me. And you know, just leave me the fuck alone, okay? Here's the link to that video. If you want to watch it, hear it on better speakers. Yeah, he's the fellow I was playing with is elementary music educator. He's a music teacher in elementary grades or high school too. Any grade. I think he likes elementary better than high school though. And his principal instrument's guitar. and we met in the airport and got together later and went out running around. Oh, I can get pretty impressive impromptu, man. I have some things I can pull out. One night I didn't need to rehearse anything. It just sometimes shit happens. And one night Saints came out, and I actually stopped traffic on that street for a few minutes with when the Saints come marching in down there. That street that was filmed on. There's another one of me that somebody else did of Take 5 for a university project. I'll give you the link to that one. I don't want to play it. It's embarrassing. I told her up front that it was going to be embarrassing. That has been seen 2,000 times. I really need to like put that back together and be able to, you know, I was at a point where I had it almost worked out. And then just, you know, this was like, what, 6 years ago. And I haven't hardly played it since. I mean, actually rehearsed it. And this I'd almost had, you know, I was close to where I was at with the tune was where I was just kind of noodling like pieces of it and, you know, just practicing certain phrases in it. And somebody recognized it and was trying to talk me into playing it. And then somebody came up with a camera saying she was doing a school project. And they managed to talk me into it. I don't want to play it for you. You play it on your own. I'm gonna play it. I was embarrassed doing it, and I'm embarrassed listening to it. Oh shit, that doesn't look right. That doesn't look like a link. Well, let's try that again. Here. Ours Take 5. This. I need to work that back up. Yeah, I think it's time because my jaw's been hurting. I can't talk a lot. It's starting to hurt. I haven't eaten it. Well, it's a chronic thing. I have a plate there that comes out through the jaw and it gets inflamed. And when it gets inflamed, it hurts. Yeah, please. I look forward to it. Anyway, I'd like that. I'm always that's what I'm here for. I have no reason. I had no reason. You know, it wasn't for my ancestors and the Holy Spirit in my life. I'd made sure I was dead a long time ago. No, I got no reason to live in a world like this. And in 2010, I was so sick, I was ready to just, I could have died in 2010 just by not eating and not drinking any. Just stop eating and drinking, and I would have been dead in 72 hours. I know, that's why I stay and try to stay out of trouble too. You know, I used to, when I was younger, boy, go ahead, swing on me. I'd be, when I was younger, here's my fighting style when I was younger. It was like, okay, take your best shot, and they come charging at me, and they miss, and a couple 3 times of that, without even, you know, parrying their shit, just blocking it and getting out of the way. They quit. I hardly ever had, you know, especially when I was with the dog. Nothing. Nobody fucked with us. You know, the dog would show her thing, and that was over. It's like, ooh. And I hardly ever had to get physical with anybody. Broke up a couple of fights, probably got the most physical. I got worst scar from a fight was from a fight I broke up. You know, see my face all smashed up. I got a few little scars on my face where I got some cuts and shit, but nobody's ever really smashed me bad. And in 2010, I was all set to die. I was just so sick, and I wasn't getting the proper health care. And the psych guys, I had just come out to the shrinks because they were just trying to fill me full of the zombie drugs because you need has schizoaffective disorder, and you need antipsychotic and mood stabilizer, and they want to give me all this poisonous shit, and I'm doing just fine on weed and other herbs. If the weed's not enough, I got other herbs that are stronger, like valerian and kava. And I'm 65 years old. I've never hurt anybody worse than I needed to get away from them. I never, ever seriously considered suicide. Ever. Spirit's always been with me. And just keep life loving living. And it's can't always get what you want, but if you try, sometimes you just I keep getting what I need all the time. I needed some love this year, and I got a lot of it. And I want to give some back right now. I don't usually sing, but I just kind of took responsibility for helping. I'm committed to helping these people. So who can I turn to when nobody needs me? My heart wants to know, and so I must go where destiny leads me. With no star to guide me, and no one beside me, I'll go on my way. And after the day, the darkness will hide me. And maybe tomorrow I'll find what I'm after. I'll throw off my sorrow, beg, steal, or borrow my share of laughter. With you by my side, dear. With you on a new day. And who can I turn to? I'll never get up there. If you turn away. I think I quit right there. I don't even want to know what you guys think of it. We'll see later. I'm gone. Thank you so much for the wishes, and thank you so much. Oh, hi, transgender Mama Bear. I can't wait to hear what your troll is, as you aren't. You're certainly not. You're not that kind of person. Yeah, bye. You're not gonna gaslight me, people. I'm sorry. I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. You're just a bunch of fucking perverts with you're just a bunch of perverts with Schadenfreude addiction. Thank you, Chartate. Thank you, MS. So anyway, to finish the story, I guess since I'm just gonna, I really don't want to be talking too much more because my face is starting to hurt. So I'm like so sick I couldn't get anything. I couldn't get any kind of right help. My family's rejecting me. I'd just come out, and they couldn't even let they couldn't come up with a hospital bed for me because I wasn't a danger to myself or anybody else at the time. I was just sicker than shit. And no, I didn't hear from my family at all. My family has not supported me since I was 15 years old. I get things now and then. My father helped me buy a house, but then he pulled the money out from underneath me and sold out. He needed the money when the housing bubble collapsed, and pulled it out. And then I just totally lost my whole investment when it happened. He pulled out his down payment. He had put up $10,000 into my house, and I put all the rest of the money in. And they left me hanging between cops and robbers in Austin, Texas. That's where the tear gas story happened. I'm here now, and things are good. Things have been really good. Difficult, but good for the most part. Cash flow's been terrible. If anybody's feeling generous, please. And here's my PayPal. It was on $10,000 is buckus, man. It was $10,000 on a $27,000 note, I think. No, the asking price was only 28,000, I think, 28,000. It was a mobile on a quarter acre, very pretty lot, and a decent mobile because it had an add-on room, but that was poorly constructed, so that fell apart quickly. What was I going to put in here? I forgot. It wasn't rent. We were buying it. My note. The note was 2 1/4. It was it was good. It was very good. But I was surrounded by dope fiends. The pipeline up from the valley come right through. We were on the highway coming up from the valley. Thank you, MS. I appreciate that. Hello, somebody's talking to me somewhere. Oh, what's going on here?
Hey, it's Father Time Sickle.
Oh, hi, Father Time Sickle. Where am I going to find you?
You invite me to your Discord?
Right, I got there. I'm here. I'm hypo. Where's you? Who are you?
Zombie Vote.
Gotcha. Hello. Okay, who's Burnout Paradise? Is that another?
Me,
Huh?
Zombie Pope. I'm underneath you.
No, I see that. There's a Burnout Paradise in the
Oh, it's on your link in
the chat, in the general chat. And Billie Jean, I think, is Bob Dog. That looks like the same height. Okay, so I guess you got questions because I'm totally like I got no trust.
Oh, no.
I got zero trust because I get fucking gaslighted all the time. So what's on your mind, man?
No, we can talk tomorrow. You said that your jaw was hurt. I'm kind of tired. I took a huge hit right now, and I'm kind of faded. But I just wanted to say happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
And I hope your day goes good.
Day's about done. Day's about done. I'm probably gonna shut down all of this soon and go make a little dinner and go to bed. Hi, Billie Jean. Happy day, man.
Okay.
Hello, Burnout Paradise. And I still got a little more in me. My jaw doesn't hurt that much right now. It's just it's threatening. Because where it's at, it's like, well, you keep talking, and this is going to be really feeling shitty any minute now. But I'll paint it with, I'm good. I'm not tired at all. I'm a little bit wired, actually. I'm rolling a hooter, and I'm good for a while. I need to paint the jaw. That's what I need to do. Is hit it up with some tea tree oil.
Somebody gave me a new strain. I don't know what it is. I think somebody had fucking dosed White Widow with Purple Haze because I am fucking flying, dude. I mean, ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm just.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I have to put up with it with dude, guy, and man. I mean, I'll even call women man sometimes.
So faded.
Hello. Oh, is this?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. This is the side with the leader. I'm contacting you.
You're what?
This is Sergeant Leader. The kid that we talked earlier, yeah?
This is a really poor connection. I can hardly understand a word you're saying. And I probably don't. That's a bad connection. Try again. And use the fake Russian accent's really stupid sounding, man. Where was I? Oh, I was rolling a joint and looking for the tea tree oil. What did I do? I had it.
You put tea tree oil in the joint.
I put it right on there. Yes, I paint it on there several times a day. It's the only thing that helps me keep the. I can't take any pharmaceutical painkillers. Okay.
Oh wow.
I'm highly allergic to. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Goodbye. I'm not putting up with that shit. That number's getting blocked. I just got no time for it. All they're doing is they're just trying to gaslight me. That's all they're fucking doing. I'm just not going for it no more. I'm not going to listen to it. I'm not going to respond to it.
Yeah, they don't sound like good people.
Well, what's going on is I've been targeted all my life. Okay. It's since 1959 at least. I've been muted in the MSM. Since
Same here. I'm out New Jersey.
Say what?
Tobiah. Ask Tobiah about Rooster Davis. That's what I go by, Rooster Davis.
Oh, so you're a friend of Tobias?
Yeah, from a long time ago.
Right on. Nice meeting you.
We used to do art together. Like we would make sand art stuff. We'd spend some time on the beach. And we would get like corkboard or what's that? The name was escaping me. It's not cardboard. Sometimes we get cardboard, but if we got carpenter glue, wood elf glue, we would look for those smooth, rounded pieces of glass that the water had rubbed off, and then we would glue it onto the cardboard, and he would paint, and we would sell art like right up and down the walks there on the beach.
How much did you usually get for it?
It really depended. Sometimes there were some pieces that we liked so much that we felt even like bad about selling because we were like, man, no, this means too much. Right. Sometimes it was like between 10 and 20 bucks a pop.
Right on.
And we could churn it out in like a half hour a piece.
So that's and it didn't cost you much anything because you were like dumpstering the parts, right?
So zero overhead.
Right. That's a good scam. What beaches were you working?
Up and down. Oh man. I'm trying to remember that.
Were they sandy?
No, North Beach over New Jersey.
Oh, it's East Coast.
Yeah, it was the East for a while. He's got a van. He goes all over the place. Yeah, I didn't know he was getting married. That's awesome.
Yeah, he was here with his mom for a few months. That's when I met him. He's old. Have you ever met Ariana? Ariana Sykes? Found objects.
I've heard of her, but I don't think I've ever met her. I think, you know what? I may have met her in passing and not known it at the time. But no,
She's
or-
she's like from Central North Carolina, and
okay.
and she had transitioned in Atlanta about 20 years ago, and part of the Atlanta scene for quite some time, and
Oh, she's a singer. She's a singer.
right, experimental music, singer, guitar, beatbox. She's I'll get you the link.
Yeah, I heard. I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
She's about 6'1" and ginger haired, and she's a pagan priestess. That's sort of Ariana Persephone. This Greek mystery shit is what she's into. And you know, it's similar to Wicca, but she doesn't call it Wicca. She doesn't call herself Wiccan. She's pagan. You know, she's following the Greek mysteries way, the naturism and all that, but not Wiccan. She doesn't do that. Those rituals. Her rituals are different.
No,
You're breaking up. If you're talking, I didn't hear you.
no. I said I understand.
She's a really sweet person. She just is so patient and loving. And here's my little adopted, my niece, my newest niece. Do I have to sing again?
Did you post a picture?
Oh, I was looking for the Bandcamp link. Here's that. Here's Ari's music. I'll put on the one track that I'm in. Well, actually, I'm in a few, but I don't know where the other ones are. This one I know I'm in. This is cool because he's got some. We recorded some sax and recorder licks up on Mount Bigelow at night. That was fun, and she worked it into a tune called Mushroom Mortuary. I'm gonna put it in the YouTube chatter. Oh, let me get the Patreon link, please. Yeah, by all means, you'd be the first. You would definitely be the first. I made a piece for tonight. My main focus and hope for making money is this. Now, my Patreon, but I don't have anybody that's subscribed yet. Boy, first subscriber, and $10, just a $10 subscription, it gets you nice little wrap every month. I tend to be cheap, but I got stoned, and I need to put together a CD. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on at this point because there's a lot of music that I might put out. No, okay. Hello, it didn't log me in. Hello, where's the link?
Hey, I got a jet. but I'll come back and take a look at the link in the Discord if you post.
Well, somebody
in there.
was
I
asking.
gotta check it.
Somebody was asking for. Well, there's the Bandcamp, and Char Trade. I'm looking for Patreon in just a moment. I'll find it. I'm not finding the link. I don't think this is going to work for you. Oh, there it is. Good. Oh, it gave me. Here it is. But you know, I what I want to be doing. My focus on the stones is affordable. That's the main thing. I've been doing the gem shows for so many years, and I see these people just like salivating over stones that they can't possibly afford. And I'm able to get lesser quality and smaller pieces of things that people want. And I've been cutting, so I do designer cabs. My work is my own. My wire style is more intuitive. I just take a piece of wire and I'm holding a stone and let the stone talk to me, and wham! I just did a piece tonight that's really nice. Came out very nice. That I took pictures. It's going to be I'll show you how to do it. Kind of a presentation. I need to do that later after I cut the stream off. I can't do that kind of stuff while I'm talking shit to the camera. There's the Bandcamp, and here is the Patreon. And boy, I don't know what you're thinking, what's on your mind, but as my first patron, pick a stone, any stone, and tell me what metal you want it in, and it's yours. Here's the Patreon. And here's a looter. Am I getting behind at Facebook? I haven't been paying any attention to Facebook for quite some time. My charge. I don't know what to call these people. I sit there minding my own business. Next thing I know, I got a lesbian LGBT person. I think she found me through because I'm getting close to 500 friends. Okay, and some people. I've been administering Facebook groups for years. I'm up to 481. And when I never wanted. We're talking in Transgender Caucus about this. Someone was talking about 500 being a magic number for a person or group to reach in following, because after that their following started growing exponentially. And when I first joined Facebook, I'm thinking, well, shit, I really don't want a lot of friends. Because I'd already been on the internet for full time since 1999 by the time Facebook come along, and I knew better. Hello, where's the copy thing? There it is. And I'm thinking when I first joined, 150 people's plenty. And it wasn't, just a few months before I had connected with 150 people that I already knew in the real world, or their friends. and some people I had known on the internet for a while. I was like, oh, well, I'm up to 130. Well, let's try to cap it at 3. And that didn't work. So it's like, I just like, up until a couple of weeks ago, I've been very, very picky about, who, if you don't, if you got an empty profile, you're a scammer. Or you're a trans person looking for help. That's the only people I see behind empty profiles. And I got time to vet everybody. I just like didn't accept them and didn't really pay much attention to requests coming from people that just didn't have any obvious, if they had a full profile, and you're a religious fanatic or something, or you're a spammer, forget it. And just like, sexist guys and, fuck you, I'm not interested. No thanks. And I'm really proud of my following, my friends and followers, the people that interact with me all the time. I'm really proud of the kind of people that find me entertaining and educating, because that's really all I'm here for. I got no reason to do anything in this world except thanks for coming, man. Thank you. I've already had a great birthday. We're going, it's like I'm gonna have a late supper and go to bed soon. That's where it's at. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I'll see you next time. I forgot what I was saying. I totally forgot what my jabber was at that moment. Completely forgot. I'm sorry. Is Pope? What did you say, Rooster? Are you still here, man? No, he's gone. Oh shit. Oh well, I forgot. I'll have to ask Tobiah about it. Tobiah Tillman is a hippie, young. He's I think he's about mid-30s now, and he's a baker. He's a real good baker and an excellent artist. And he's an old friend of Ariana's. And he was here with his mother. He was here with his mother for a few months when I met him. Real nice fellow, really sweet, wonderful man. And he went back. He went back out to Asheville and immediately met a woman that they decided they're going to get married. But then I guess right now they're heading toward her family's home in Montana. Kind of a funny time of year to do that. What? I don't know. I should shut it down. An hour was more than I intended to do. Oh, I needed to get this. And give it back to her. Okay, with that, we did that. Oh yeah, I know. I have friends in Montana. I have some very dear friends in Montana. And they already had snow. I have friends even right in Alberta. My eyes look hurt. I had a tough couple of weeks for sure. I'm tired. I'm sad, and there's been a lot of awful shit happening. People are just like making transgender children. They're trying to kill transgender children. They're trying to kill transgender adults. They're trying to legislate us out of existence. There's in Georgia and Texas. In Georgia, the bill has been introduced, and in Texas, they want to introduce it in the next session that will criminalize allowing a child to transition, a minor. Will criminalize gender therapy, affirmative gender therapy for minors. In Georgia and Texas, they're attempting to criminalize that. It's just flat out genocidal. So yeah, I'm hurting. I'm hurting real bad on that kind of stuff. And then my parents have pointedly avoided me this week. Completely. When I could have used some parent energy. But I did have, I mean, like I'm like Auntie Tommy for many people now. I know things that these people need to know, and know how to find things that I don't know right off the top of my head that they need to know. And I'm able to, I have a foundation in the sciences and a foundation in religion. And we're coming to the end time. This world doesn't have long. This world has very little time left. And I don't care if you believe in God or not. I know God. I know the devil too. They exist. And lots of other shit. All these aliens, all these, this is all real. And it's all coming soon. Real soon. I have a Bachelor of Science in Marine Biology from the University of Tampa in 1978. And then I was I worked for University of Texas Health Science Center in Dallas, Southwestern Medical School, in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology, in a prestigious neuroendocrinology group headed by Doctors Porter and McDonald. I was working for Richard Parker, Charles Richard Parker, called himself Richard, for a couple of years doing radioimmunoassay, hormone assays. I wrote a paper about impending climate disaster 40 years ago and predicted that if we did not phase out combustion energy capture technology, if we didn't phase it out by 2020, the planet would kill us by the end of the century. I predicted this 40 years ago, 42 years ago now. And what you're seeing in California, the governor called it what it is. It's the intersection of climate change and corporate greed. What you're seeing in California, those PG&E actually diverted safety funds to pay corporate executive bonuses when they should have been out there clearing the brush and shit away from the power lines, is what should have happened. And here's the president getting on the governor for not sweeping the fucking forest floors when what really needed to happen was old right-of-ways for the power lines needed to be cleared properly. And he's trying to blame it on the Forest Service in California. And the governor of California just said, you're in denial about climate change. You're not part of this conversation, was his response to him. So yeah, I'm tired. I'm world weary at this point. I'm 65 years of this shit. And we're coming up on the Kennedys, 60 This is the 56th year. Yeah, it's 56 years since they killed John Kennedy. Here these eyes been watching it all along. These ears have been listening all along. I'm tired. I'm real tired of it. You have no idea how tired I am of it. And I can't cry unless somebody's holding me. And every day is just something new. Last week or so, two guys in Florida, good old Florida guys, good old Florida man. Two young men in Florida, their trailer caught on fire, and they rescued the meth lab, but left their grandmother to die. What else? What are some of the other fucking marvelous? I can't even read all the stories that come to me about infanticide. I won't even read them. I see that. I just, oh shit, not another one. I won't share them. I won't even read them. And just like every day, that apricot-faced serial child molester in the White House comes up with some new program, policy, that is aimed directly at limiting and just completely denies the existence, the validity of anybody who's not cisgender and heterosexual. Just every fucking week there's something new. If you ain't white, cishet, and Christian, and make more than $50,000, this is what I'm through for tonight. I really am. I need to go. I haven't eaten all day. Really, I haven't really had my birthday meal. I never cooked it. It was just that kind of reality for me this time. I'm gonna go make some food at Damar, do I have sweets for dessert? I don't know. I have some yogurt. I'll make something sweet for dessert, and I'm gonna go to bed. But let's thank you for helping me celebrate my 65th birthday, and for my 66th birthday, I'm hoping that everybody's going to register to vote and flush the turd November 3rd. Thanks for coming. Happy day, bye. And thanks for all any new subscribers. And nice to meet Tobias' friend. And I'm out of here. I'm just out. I did not write. Okay, probably not. And he could. And if you can find him, I did not write any paper with Richard Parker. And I don't think he's at Texas A&M right now. I think the last I saw him, he was at Auburn. I didn't write any paper for him. I was a research associate, or I forget which was higher. I was lower grade. There's research associate and research assistant, and I don't remember which one I was. I was the entry level. I wasn't the next level up research assistant, but I was one of those, an RA. He cited me a couple of times as a statistician. I was performing the RIAs, which was done with blood samples, tagging blood samples, mostly blood. There was other stuff like semen and amniotic fluid and stuff we worked on. I was just a bench tech. I did not write anything. Oh, I'm sure he would, because we used to go fishing. He took me up to Lake Texoma a couple of times. He was a really nice guy to work for. Really nice guy to work for. He cited me as a statistician a couple of times. That's it. No, I was running the RIAs. I crunching the numbers for his papers. So I was I think it was about, the paper was androstenedione, dione, maybe. I forget what, there was the one that I had, he had a big project that he did that I wrote a program to crunch the numbers for. I wrote a two-tailed t-test to crunch the numbers for one of his papers, and it's quite possible that it's still loaded in Texas's system. Huh? I don't remember the name of it. I was in the lab. They'd bring us test tubes full of shit. It could be anything. It was mostly blood, but there was semen, and amniotic fluid was the other most common stuff that we worked on. I don't remember the name of the paper. You know, he's publishing in Journal of Clinical Chemistry. You know, if you go to the abstracts, C. Richard Parker at UTHSCD. It wasn't A&M. I believe he's like chair of endocrinology now at Auburn. I think was last I saw of him. C. Richard Parker in Journal of Clinical Chemistry between 1980 and 82, and you might find you will if you go through the abstracts, you will find the citation. Why so interested though? They found an old video of mine that I didn't even know. I'd never seen it. I need to go. I really have had enough. But thank you for coming. And you know, whoever was my first patron, choice of stone, choice of metal. Well, silver or copper or brass. Pay for your own gold. So anyway, thanks everybody, and really thank you so much for helping me have my happiest birthday in 25 years. Just really, I haven't, you know, 25 years ago I didn't have this kind of following and couldn't do this kind of shit on the internet. But I haven't had, you know, this many guests with me in person either. And I really thank you. God bless. Happy day. Bye bye.